Fox, Fisher and Al. You don't have a surname, Al?
I do. It's Jonsdottir, an Icelandic surname.
Let's keep it at Al.
Yeah.
You're both non-binary.
Yes.
Neither male nor female.
Yes.
I know I'm treading on eggshells here, so let's first of all welcome.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for coming in, because frankly, this is, as our viewers will know, this is an issue exercising Piers with great sort of vigour and passion. It is also something that many of us feel really confused about. We want to be sensitive about it. It is confusing. Fox, I can't even say, can I, that you were born a certain gender, because you disagree with the idea that you were born either male or female.
Well, I say you were born... What were you born?
Can I answer, Piers?
Yes.
Absolutely. So I was assigned female at birth, and it's perfectly okay to say that.
What does that mean, assigned female?
So it means that when I popped out, and my sister's having a C-section today, actually, so we're going to have a discussion. Yeah.
Is she having? Has it been assigned yet?
Well, that's the first thing people ask, isn't it? Are you a boy or are you a girl?
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity. My book comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you a boy
Thank
or
you
are you
very
a
much.
girl?
Are you a boy or girl? I'm very much
Enjoy
a boy. But let's get back to you, Fox. So you were born...
So I was assigned female at birth.
So you were born a girl?
I never felt truly comfortable in my own body. And so I really struggled throughout my teenage years, the wrong puberty. As I was going through that, I felt more disconnected with myself. I was really confused with, you know, whether I fit into this world. And I took steps eventually to start to transition. But as I did that, I realised that I was going from one set of expectations to another set of expectations as well, because there's extreme expectations for men and women in this world. And I thought, it's all about authenticity.
Have you had a full transgender operation, or what have you had?
Well, it's not really about that. You know, it's about gender identity versus gender expression.
But
so my gender identity is non-binary, and my gender expression is more masculine. So I hope that clears it up.
It doesn't clear it up at all for me. So I might be the stupid one here. What are you now? What do you call yourself?
What am I? So I define as non-binary.
What does that mean?
That means that I identify as neither male or female fully. And these identities are recognised in other countries like New Zealand, Australia, Malta and other places.
What's on your passport?
At the moment on my passport it says male, actually.
Right,
so,
because you had the transgender operation.
Well, you actually don't need to have a trans operation to have male on your passport.
Okay.
You can be recognised as that either
I didn't know that.
Oh, you had what some people might consider the complete opposite experience.
Yeah.
So when you were born...
Yeah. I was assigned male at birth.
Who assigned you?
The doctor when I was born, basically.
But what about your parents?
You know, when you are born, people perceive you as male or female based on your genitals.
Right,
and,
but it's not a completely irrational thing to do, is it?
Not at all, no, of course not.
Because 99.999% of the entire planet is quite happy to be called boy or girl.
Yeah, of course.
You accept that?
Yeah, I
your
accept
parents,
that most people
did your
do that,
parents
yes.
wait for the doctor to assign you, or did they say, oh, we've got a little boy?
It's a system that's in our society that has been made up.
But did they say, we've got a little boy, or did they wait for the doctor to say, your assignation is that your child is...
Well, I don't recall that moment myself. I can't really say what happened in that moment, but, you know, they say this is a boy or this is a girl.
And then you felt you were also... And by the way, I completely respect people who feel like they have been born in the wrong sex. I get that. I completely support all transgender rights. I think that it's a huge deal to go through what you guys go through, and I totally respect it and would want total equality for you. So let's just put that on the table.
That's very kind.
It's an important clarification. My confusion comes with the gender neutrality aspect of this, because to me, you were born a boy, and I know you don't like that term, but you were born a boy and you've become a girl, now a woman, but you dispute that. You don't think you are a woman.
No, because I think there's very strong ideas about what it is to be a man and a woman in our society, and those ideas are entirely socially constructed, the thing we expect of women and men to do. And as a trans person who's been perceived as a man through most part of my life, who transitioned, I noticed how people perceive you differently in these expectations.
We can't call you he or she, just to clarify one thing, right?
You could call us they, that would be fine. Singular, plural.
But when you say they, I mean, they is a plural word for more than one person.
It's actually you can actually use it as a singular pronoun as well.
Nobody does, do they? I mean, it's my point.
Of course you do. If you don't know someone's gender, you would say, well, where are they? Or I hope they win the competition, or something like that.
But I can't say, like, she said something. I have to say they said something.
You could say they, or you could say Al
said that. So they said something to they.
To them.
To them.
Sorry, they said something to them.
Yeah.
Does that mean...
Rather than...
She
said something to him.
Is that because you feel like you're two genders at the same time?
No, it feels because I sort of denounce the idea of being a man or a woman. So a non-binary is an identity on its own.